gentlemen and ladies in the crowd. If there are anybody actually watching, if anybody's actually watching this, let's get into our third figure review. This time we're going to be reviewing one of the Transformers 1 B-127s that released in 2024. This is the only one I own, but why are you tilting? I swear you were like... I swear you were standing up. He's kind of peaked. But let's get straight into the review. You already know what comes first, and that is, of course, posability. So let's begin. His head can rotate a full 360. Oh, sorry, can rotate a full 360. I really should be watching this through the camera. Can rotate a full 360. It can look up and down, not too far. I honestly don't feel like I ever really use much of his up and down movements. Like, I feel like maybe I do, but I don't notice it because it just kind of moves very smoothly with his head rotation. He's got ball joints for his arms, for both of his arm joints, so he can just rotate them around fully and go up. He does have these butterfly joints that are more for his transformation, but they are butterfly joints nonetheless, although they can't really do much. Because his arms do sit on ball joints, they get loose pretty quickly after a while, but that's a very easy fix with like some tape, or you could get some cotton, like stuffing, animal cotton stuffing, you know. But not everybody just has that lying around their house. So, you know, tape works pretty well too. For waist, you know, his waist turns. Pretty nice turn. Just sits on this little joint and just turns. Legs, he can kick out about that far. And he can kick up about that far. He's got a knee that just bends. And his leg can also do... Oh, yeah. And his leg can rotate about the knee. But it can also do this. This is more for transformation. But if you wanted to get in, like, some cool little... Just, you know, just... sitting posts, you theoretically could if he'd stay up, but he is just like so worn out because of his ball joints. It doesn't. His feet, they just go like this. They don't have any other posability, and that is literally just for transformation. He's honestly not too bad to play with. Oh, I guess I should probably take this off. He's actually not too bad to play with posability wise. I do honestly really enjoy this figure. He's old. I could go over other points of articulation, like the articulation he has for all of his transformations. But I don't really want to do that, so we're not going to do that because that wouldn't make as much sense if we go with articulation as well. So, articulation for this guy, we're probably going to give him about a... I don't know, I mean, it's really not bad. I think 6.4. And right after posability, do we know what it is, chat? That's right. Accessories. That did not slide across the camera. I still don't think it slid across the camera. When we get out of the way. Accessories! So, for his accessories, he comes with 2. Mine actually came with a 3rd because I got this from my friend and he made me his battle mask, but it was made out of paper, so it kind of got damaged pretty quick, and I think it's fun. I don't think you can anywhere. But the actual thing comes with 2 different accessories. He comes with a singular blade hand. I'm saying, yeah, knife hand, blade hand, you know. Singular blade hand and a blaster. The blaster can only go on his left arm, which is kind of stupid, but can only go on his left arm. The knife can also only go on one arm, can only go on his right arm, but why are your arms coming off so much? I swear they don't normally come off this much, guys. But the knife does have the ability to, you know, just come off of the hand and attach to the cannon, so that does allow it to actually go on both sides. But you can't recreate his classic scene in the movie after he discovers both of these. He also has a little storage spot on his back that you can put it on. So that's pretty nice. I think for accessories, considering the 2, they're not bad. Probably like a 5.8. And last but certainly not least, we got play features. This is technically our first figure with an actual play feature. So, as a Transformer, what do we think his play feature is going to be? It's going to be transformation. So let's get this guy Did I not put his head down far enough? There we go, I didn't put his head down far enough. Let's get this guy transformed. transformed into his vehicle mode. And hopefully his arms don't fall off on me. Oh, there we go. And here's his vehicle mode. And like I said, the gun can, his little attachment can fit there as well during his transformation mode. So honestly, I think his transformation is actually really fun. And because he's such a flat model, he actually fits inside of your pocket really freaking well. Meaning, he's very easy to take with you places, pull out, and because his transformation is so easy, you can just transform him. And I have done this a lot when I go places. I'll just keep him in my pocket and then pull him out and transform him when I get bored. So, his transformation, his play feature is actually pretty fire. And I think I'm going to probably have to give it an 8, which is pretty high up there, I can't lie. So that means overall, between his posability, his accessory, and his play feature, it's like, I said 6.2, like a 5.8, right? And then 8. So guys, I again don't have my calculator. I should start bringing it. That's 12. And then the 8. So that is a 20 out of 30. I think he might be our highest rated figure so far. So yeah, I guess let's get into the extras. Alright, and now on to all of our extra stuff. So for starters, we've got our pictures, price, and no, that's backwards. Place, price, and pictures. It's price, place, and pictures, isn't it? No, it's pictures, price, and place. What am I even talking about, guys? So, let's just jump straight into pictures. Alright, so, stupid vibrations. I'll make sure to turn that off next time. So here are some of the pictures I've taken. This is one I took. It's got a few others. So this is one I took with so this guy was my Christmas figure for 2024, and I took some pictures of him with my Christmas figure for 2025. So these guys they're actually kind of peeked together. I like them, but this is the main one I want to focus on just because it's more pointing towards him. But this is our first picture. This is another one I did. This was just like in the middle of my house because I was bored. I kind of like this. It's kind of peak. Actually kind of cool. It was just like to get him in some sort of jumping pose, you know? And finally, this is the other one. I chose this one because this is like a really goofy picture, you know? I thought that it would just go really just kind of well with who B-127 is, especially in the movies. This just goofy little guy. And he's riding on top of Laser Prime, so like, it's kind of fire. Alright, now, as for price, I think this guy I think my friend got this for me at about $20-ish. I don't know, again, was a Christmas gift. We don't discuss Christmas gift prices, you know? It's just not something you do. But I think you can probably find them from anywhere from like, probably 15 to 25 bucks. Depends on where you shop at. And as for place-wise, my friend got this for me at Walmart, but I'm sure you can find them online. I'll probably go put some pictures in. I haven't done my research this time. So I'll put some pictures in the places you can find them in like 2 seconds. Alright, so yeah, there you have it. Price, place, pictures. All that's left, I guess, is the stop motion. Yeah, so there you have it. There's our review on this B-127 figure. I honestly love this figure, and if you can find him, I highly recommend him. Again, you might want to have some tape or cotton handy because why is it not focusing on the figure? Because his ball joints are bound to get loose. It's just gonna happen. There's nothing we can do about it. But yeah, I would highly recommend this figure. He's honestly a great figure, and I love And he's one of my first. He really is. I think he is basically my first Transformers figure. Yeah. So as for our next review, we are going to be reviewing this Optimus Prime mask. Get out of the way, B. Again, whoa, please stand, sir. Again, if you have pictures, you can feel free. You can feel free to submit them to supernovamessaging@gmail.com. Yeah. Good days.